today's mathematics class. As you know, our topic today will be on types of triangles. In our previous classes, we have been looking at simplifications, change of subject of formula. But in today's class, we'll be focusing on types of triangles as an introduction to trigonometry and how to solve questions around triangles. Basically, we have 6 types of triangles. So we'll be looking at them today. But there are two ways of classifying triangles. You can classify triangles based on their sides. I'm sure you know this is a triangle. This is a triangle. And every triangle is made up of what? Sides and angles. These ones are angles. But these ones are the sides. So, why is it called a triangle? It is called a triangle because it has 3 angles. Like it has 3 angles. Any shape that has 3 angles, we call it a triangle. However, there are many types of triangles. We have about 6 of them. You can classify a triangle based on the sides, or you can classify a triangle based on the angles. Classification based on the sides. If we are classifying based on the side, we have equilateral triangle, we have isosceles triangle, we have scalene triangle. Then if we are classifying based on the angles, we have the right angled triangle, we have the acute triangle, then we have the obtuse triangle. Let's take the equilateral triangle first. So we will start with number 1, the equilateral triangle. Don't mind my drawing, it may not be so equal. This is equilateral triangle. And in this type of triangle, it is called equilateral triangle. Equilateral because it comes from the word equal. When we mean equal, it means that all the sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. This is the way it is depicted. It is depicted this way. This lines shows that the line here and the line here and the line here are all equal. So in an equilateral triangle, the 3 lines, the 3 sides are equal, and the 3 angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C, all of them are equal. So in an equilateral triangle, we mean that 3 sides are equal and the 3 angles are equal. And if the 3 angles are equal, it means that each of the 3 angles equals 60 degrees. This is the fact for an equilateral triangle. In an equilateral triangle, 3 of the sides are equal, like you can see. Here are equal. Then the angles here, and here are all equal. That is it for an equilateral triangle. We will now go to the next type of triangle, which we will call the isosceles triangle. When we say isosceles, what do we mean? We mean that kind of triangle in which only 2 sides are equal. This is what we mean. Something like this. triangle in which two sides and two angles are equal. For instance, here and here are equal, but they are not equal to here. Then here and here are equal, but they are not equal to here. So in an isosceles triangle, we can say that two sides are equal. Only two sides, two angles are equal. Now, if we have an isosceles triangle, if they give you, for instance, that here is 20 degrees, it also means that here will be 20 degrees. If they give you that, for instance, if we have A, B, C. If they give you like AC, from here to here is 5 cm. It also means that BC will be 5 cm. That is it for an isosceles triangle. The two base angles are equal. Also, they can give you an isosceles triangle this way. This is also an isosceles triangle. What it means is that here and here are equal, and here are equal. No matter how it is placed, the shapes are drawn or placed, it is also an isosceles triangle. Whenever you see two sides being equal and two angles being equal, you call it what? An isosceles triangle. I hope you are following. We will go to the next type of triangle, but before we go to the next type of triangle, if you have not subscribed to our channel, YouTube channel, please click on subscribe now and you will see a bell shape. Also click on the bell. The reason for that is so that we'll be able to get updates whenever we post more of the tutorials. And I want to encourage you to go over to some of the tutorials we have done. We have done tutorials on biology, on government, English language, mathematics, a lot in our channel. So click on this and check up on those topics so that you'll be able to learn. We'll now go over to scalene triangle. Say it. Scalene or scalene triangle. This kind of triangle, none of the shapes are equal. In this type of triangle, you can see that none of the shapes are equal. None. None of the sides in a scalene triangle are equal. None of the angles are equal. That is the fact for a scalene triangle. None of the sides are equal and none of the angles are equal. In what? In a scalene triangle. That is it for the classifying triangles based on their sides. Let us now go into classifying the triangles based on their angles. The first one we'll look at is what's the popular right angle triangle. What is a right angle triangle? Whenever we say right angle, we mean that one of the angles is equal to 90 degrees. Any angle, any triangle in which one of the angles is equal to 90 degrees, we call it a right angled triangle. So here is equal to 90 degrees. Any angle at all in which one of the angles is 90. Now, any triangle, if they write the triangle this way and they put this sign, whenever you see a sign like this in a triangle, know that that place is 90 degrees. So we call it right angled triangle because one of the angles is equal to 90 degrees. I'm sure you know that. Then we have another angle we call acute angle. Say acute. Acute triangle. Acute triangle is any kind of triangle in which none of the angles is more than 90. Each of the angles in an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Each of the angles in an acute triangle is less than 90 degrees. For instance, if we have something like we have 60 degrees here, we have 80 degrees here. 80 plus 60 will give us what? 140. Right? Then we now have 40 degrees here. You can see that none of these angles is up to 90 degrees or more than 90 degrees. So any kind of triangle in which each of the angles is less than 90 degrees, we'll call it an acute triangle. I hope you are following. The next on the list will now be obtuse. An obtuse triangle is that kind of triangle in which one of the angles is more than 90 degrees. If we have an angle like this, look at this. You can see that this angle is more than 90 degrees. It may be 120 degrees. Any angle in which one of the triangles is more than 90 degrees, we call it an obtuse angle. In this class, what we have been able to do is to tell you that in an equilateral triangle, that all the sides are equal. We have looked at equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle, right angle triangle, acute triangle, and obtuse triangle. I have a question for you. We have an assignment. What is A plus C? In this particular triangle now, what is A plus C? That is assignment number 1. Assignment number 2 is solve these two assignments based on what I taught you on equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. If you have any question based on them, feel free to ask me. Go to the comment section and give me your answers. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not subscribed. Then go over and watch other videos we have done on other subjects. Thank you so much.